Hello everyone, welcome back to the Functional Spirituality Podcast. My name is Ava, and the podcast today, although I've titled it How to Be a Good Mom, it's really applicable to everybody, how to be a good parent, but really I want to just share an insight from my life that will hopefully support you in your relationships, in your home, and also in your family. So I'm feeling really, really good in my home life at the moment. I'm feeling really settled in, our dynamics at home. Loving, I was going to say being a mom, but I always kind of feel weird saying that. Like I don't quite feel like a mom yet. I kind of just feel like me, but with a baby or with this little child. But feeling really good in my role and really just loving life at the moment. And it took a while to get settled into this. I've shared a little bit about my journey. I definitely felt stretched beyond my capacity. There was a lot of uncertainty at the beginning. It was beyond, all my normal boundaries that I had built around myself, the resources I'd built around myself to help me to feel better, to help manage any insecurities or pain or vulnerability inside. All of those got shaken up, and it takes something like a drastic life change, like becoming a mother, and to really shake up those boundaries and see where things hadn't actually been processed or healed, but were being managed. And that's been a big theme in my healing journey. Being a spiritual practitioner for so many years, there was a lot of work. I've got a lot of experience with managing discomfort and managing suffering inside of myself rather than healing it. So a lot of that came right up to the surface to be dealt with, and the pressure, the responsibility of having a child, a lot of that was just beyond my capacity at the beginning. But slowly I've worked through it. Being on retreat has been amazing. We're just about to go away on our 4th silent meditation retreat, and those days in silence, unplugged, not like my life is so different on retreat. It's quite similar to how I live my daily life, but just being in that dedicated environment of long practice and stillness, and that dedication to this unified intention and effort of being truly present, not leaving any material unprocessed that needs to be processed. So retreats have been amazing for me to deal with the material that has overwhelmed me in my daily life and to, alchemize that. Like I said, feeling really good. And one of my jobs on this podcast, amongst many different things of, sharing different philosophies and viewpoints, one of the things that I do on this podcast is really digesting my own lived experience and articulating things that have been really helpful or really challenging in my life in order to provide a little bit more perspective for you, to provide different frameworks of understanding, motivation, inspiration, maybe even sometimes some education to you that helps to make a difference in your experience just by listening. So that's absolutely available. And the point of this podcast is that just by listening, it's affecting the content of your mind, creating some new organization, opening up some spaces for processing or changing behavior. So I hope that this will offer you that today. So one thing that I can see that I'm doing that is positively benefiting my family very much right now is actually speaking positively where I can. And this has been especially significant as a mom, where I'm no longer just this individual unit. I'm a team with my partner. I'm, a guide to my baby. So I'm intimately woven in my home life with these other people. So how I behave is very intimately affecting the experience of these people around me. However, it's always beneficial to speak positively wherever you can. So now I'm going to clarify that a little bit more. What I can see is adding value and supporting my family is framing things in a positive way when I can. I'm not speaking about ignoring things that are bad